constantly get inquiries from the wrong types of clients? Well, today, that's what I'm going to be talking about, okay? So here's the truth. Most business owners miss your marketing message isn't about you, right? So the key thing I want to be talking about here is the foundations of your business matter, right? You can't cut corners with things like your marketing. And whilst you probably might still move forward, it's not going to be in the way that you want. You'll attract the wrong people and wonder why you're always fighting fires. Or you can get the foundations right and build something that keeps you steady. And one of those foundations is your marketing message. And this is where so many business owners, the reason why you are often getting inquiries from the wrong type of people. You've got the first part, which we talked about last week or the week before, which relates to your ideal client. You've got to get your ideal client first. And then once you've got that, you need to make sure your message is then resonating with that ideal client. And when your message is weak, you'll find yourself asking the same question over and over. And that's, how do I stop attracting the wrong clients? Okay. And the one thing that business owners are constantly missing is your marketing message is not about you. Your prospects do not care about how many awards you've won, how passionate you are about customer service, or how innovative your solution is. All they care about is themselves, their problems, their desires, and the results that they want. So what your marketing message has to do is bridge between what your clients are worried about right now and the outcome that they want to reach. So at heart, it should answer three simple questions. Who do you help? What problem do you solve? What outcome do you deliver? But let's be clear, this is not just about facts. A strong message is about emotions too. It should make your ideal client think, you know what, you've just described exactly what I'm dealing with, and you just show me the future I am desperately craving for, right? Most business owners get this wrong because they are constantly talking about themselves. They'll reel off services, credentials, and processes. The problem is that puts the focus in the wrong place. Clients don't wake up worrying about your services. They wake up worrying about their own problems. They want to see themselves in your words. That's why your message has to shine a spotlight on them, not you. So if you are attracting those wrong clients, the first thing that we need to be doing is looking at your marketing message. And why does it matter? Well, let's not sugarcoat this. Every wrong client you say yes to costs you. They fill up your diary with low value work. I can guarantee they are haggling you on your price, and they literally sap the energy out of you. They actually prevent you from working with the clients that you really want. And worst of all, they've made you even start doubting your business and even potentially your abilities, right? It's not that these people, these clients are bad people. They're just not the right fit for you. But if your message is unclear, you'll keep letting them through the door. And when you're vague, people assume you're for everyone. And when you're for everyone, you end up serving people you don't enjoy working with, okay? And a clear message changes that. It acts both as a magnet and a filter. It pulls the right people towards you and gently pushes the wrong ones away. It sets expectations from the very start. It tells your ideal client, I see you, I understand your problem, and I can help. Right? And the thing is, your marketing message is not inseparable from your ideal client. So if you haven't defined who they are, you're going to struggle to write the words that resonate. Okay. Without a clear message, you'll forever be stuck in the cycle of taking whatever comes your way. With one, you start but with a marketing message, you'll start connecting with the right clients, the ones who value you, pay you properly, and make running your business a joy. Okay. So how do you actually craft your marketing message? Now, when I work with clients to craft their marketing message, I base it on the principles of story brand, by Donald Miller. If you haven't got the book, get it because it's brilliant. And it makes this process so simple. The reason it works is because most businesses cast themselves as the hero of the story. They talk about their mission, their features, their rewards. I spoke about that a few moments ago where, often marketing messages are about the business rather than the client. But your client doesn't want another hero. They need a guide. They want someone who understands their problem and can show them the path to success. And this is what StoryBrand does. It flips the script. It puts your client as the hero and positions you as the guide, which is the way it should be. And here's how you apply it to your message. Right. Start with your ideal client. Describe them in plain, recognizable language. Avoid jargon. So if you're an accountant, don't say SMEs across multiple sectors. Say business owners who are tired of surprise tax bills. Make it specific. Then name their problem. So in that, you kind of hear a little bit about the problem, not the technical description, but the way they'd say it out loud. Like, I'm sick of spending evenings drowning in spreadsheets. My website looks good, but it doesn't bring me any clients. I can't get my team to take ownership. Next, you position yourself as the guide. So you're showing empathy. I understand how frustrating this is. Then show authority. I've helped hundreds of business owners sort this out. After that, give them a simple plan, not a 12-step methodology, just 2 or 3 steps they can remember. We diagnose where the message is broken, we create the words, we roll them out across your business. Then finally, paint the success. Describe what life looks like after the problem is solved. Show them the outcome they care about instead of vague lines like, you'll get more leads. Be specific and bold. Your sales calls will feel effortless because prospects arrive pre-sold on your value. Your team will finally pull in the same direction because everyone understands the mission. Your calendar will be filled with clients who energize you, not drain you. Can you hear the difference between the language, right? And Donald Miller calls this a marketing message statement or one-liner. It combines problem, solution, and success into a single repeatable sentence you can use. It follows this structure. Problem, what's your client struggle with? Solution, what do you do to help? Success, what life looks like after. So it looks like this, okay? We help, specific client. Who? Problem. By solution, so they, and then success. So I'll give you an example because when I'm doing a live like this, it's very easy to see it and understand it when it is written down. And this is in my latest blog, Stop Attracting the Wrong Clients. But I wanted to obviously give you this on the live as well. So for example, we help boutique law firms that are wasting time on poor fit inquiries by clarifying their message and intake process so they attract higher value matters and convert the right clients. That's not clever, it's not poetic, but it's clear, and clarity is what sells. And you can, as I said, if you want to read more about it, make sure that you get the StoryBrand book. Okay, let's talk about some examples of weak and strong marketing messages. It helps see the contrast. Let's look at some before and after. So an accountant, weak. We provide accounting services to businesses of all sizes. How many times have you seen accountants say that? Strong. Still losing sleep over tax bills? We keep your numbers simple and your tax predictable so you can stop stressing and start planning. See the difference. Website designer, weak. We build beautiful websites that make you stand out. Strong. If your website is stunning but silent, we redesign it around clear messaging and simple paths to inquiry so it finally becomes your best salesperson. Business coach. We offer bespoke coaching tailored to your needs. Strong. If you feel like you're working harder than ever but still stuck in the same place, we help you build the systems, mindset, and clarity you need so your business starts working for you, not the other way around. That one might sound a little bit familiar. Notice what the strong versions do. They name the problem in a way the client feels. They show the outcome in plain language, and they sound like a real conversation, not brochure speak. If your own message sounds like the weak examples, don't panic. With some work, you can transform it. But it does take a willingness to let go of being clever and focus on being clear. right? So how does a clear marketing message work in practice? It isn't a slogan you write once and forget. It has to run through everything. So on your website, it belongs right at the top of your homepage. Within seconds, people should know who you serve, what you do, and what results you deliver. On social media, it belongs in your bios and your posts. Stop filling those spaces with vague titles like helping businesses thrive and write something real. You know, in networking, it becomes your introduction. Instead of mumbling things like I'm a consultant or I'm an accountant, you can say I help specific client who problem buy solutions so they success. That's memorable. Obviously, you know, you fill those bits in specifically, like I gave you a moment ago. That is literally the one-liner from Donald Miller. In emails, it frames what you do so every offer makes sense. The key is consistency. If your website says one thing, your LinkedIn another, and your sales pitch something different again, people will be confused. And I've said time and time again, confused people say no. They do not buy, right? So consistency builds trust. When people hear the same clear message wherever they encounter you, they believe you. It creates credibility and it makes you the obvious choice, okay? So if you are finding yourself asking, how do I stop attracting these wrong clients? The answer is not shouting louder on social media or spending more money on ads. A clear marketing message is the foundation that connects you with the right clients. It ties you in, as I said, in terms of your ideal client, right? Filter out the wrong ones and keeps your communication consistent across every platform you use. Imagine what business would feel like if you stopped wasting time on the wrong fit clients. Imagine if the right clients came to you already knowing they wanted to work with you. Imagine if every sales conversation felt easier because your message had already done half the work. That's the difference clarity makes. Now, if you would like help in crafting your marketing message and attracting those right clients, and you've had enough of attracting the wrong ones, then the best first step would be to book your free business performance strategy session. Just simply say message in the comments and we can have a conversation. If you're just generally trying to get a gauge at this moment in time as to where things are within your business, you'll see across the page the link to the business performance health check. Do check that out. It is genuinely a really useful resource. And I hope you've got some value from today. Today's not my normal live day, so apologies if there was a couple of places today that I wasn't as smooth as perhaps I can be, but hopefully you've still got value. It does just show that I'm human after all, and I'm definitely far from perfect. So thanks guys for listening, and I will see you probably all later in